8 things the American economy built on black labor that black Americans never got paid for. Number 1. Cotton. By 1860, the American cotton industry was worth more than all American banks, railroads, and manufacturing combined, according to historian Edward Baptist's documented research. It was produced almost entirely by enslaved black labor. The wealth it generated capitalized Northern banks, funded Ivy League universities, and financed the Industrial Revolution in both America and Britain. The people who produced it received nothing. Number 2. The construction of the United States Capitol building. Enslaved black laborers quarried the stone, laid the foundations, and constructed significant portions of the building that houses American democracy. Their names were recorded in some payroll records because their enslavers were paid for their labor. The workers themselves received nothing. A plaque acknowledging their contribution was not added until 2012. Number 3. The sugar industry in Louisiana. Sugar production was more physically brutal than cotton farming. Louisiana's sugar plantations produced enormous wealth for American and European markets through the antebellum period. Enslaved workers on sugar plantations had the lowest survival rates of any enslaved population in North America. The industry was built on their bodies. Number 4. The railroad system. Chinese immigrants built the western half of the Transcontinental Railroad under conditions that killed thousands. Black convict laborers built significant portions of the Southern Railroad infrastructure after the Civil War through the convict leasing system. Both groups were paid nothing or nearly nothing. The railroads generated billions. The workers who built them generated legal claims that have never been honored. Number 5. Domestic labor. Black women worked as domestic servants in white American homes for generations, raising white children, cooking white families' meals, and cleaning. White families' homes for wages so low they constituted a form of economic coercion. Social Security originally excluded domestic workers from coverage, meaning decades of that labor generated no retirement benefits. The exclusion was not fully remedied until 1954. Number 6. Tobacco. The Virginia tobacco economy that made the American colonial project profitable was built on enslaved black labor from its earliest years. The wealth it generated funded the colonial aristocracy that produced many of the founding fathers. Thomas Jefferson's ability to think and write about freedom was subsidized by the unfree labor of the people he enslaved at Monticello. Number 7. The levee system along the Mississippi River. Enslaved and later convict leased black laborers built the levee system that made the Mississippi Valley farmable and prevented flooding for generations. The same communities that built those levees were disproportionately flooded when the levees failed during Hurricane Katrina in 2005 because the infrastructure protecting wealthier white neighborhoods had received more maintenance investment for decades. Before I say the last one, make sure to hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 8. Georgetown University was founded in 1789 and struggled financially in its early decades. In 1838, the university's Jesuit leaders sold 272 enslaved people to Louisiana sugar plantations to pay off the university's debts and secure its future. The sale generated approximately $3.3 million in today's money. It saved the university. The people who were sold were separated from their families, sent to one of the most brutal agricultural environments in North America, and never compensated. Georgetown exists today in part because of that transaction. In 2019, Georgetown students voted to pay a reparations fee of $27.20 per semester to benefit descendants of the enslaved people who were sold. The university endorsed the measure. It is voluntary. Most students pay it. Some do not. The descendants of the 272 people sold in 1838 are still waiting for something more binding than a voluntary student fee to acknowledge what was taken from their ancestors to build the institution that educated generations of American leaders. The university is still there. So are the descendants. The debt between them has never been fully settled.